Welcome back, VC. Mark here. Welcome to Recent Vinyl Finds number 34. I previously brought you along to an antiques mall. I went back there to pick up one additional album. This is the Palomino, a town south of Bakersfield 2. This is a compilation from 1988. It has a track on by Lucinda Williams, who I absolutely love. Dark Side of Life is the name of the track. And then it has a bunch of folk artists that I'm not familiar with. So I'm looking forward to giving this a listen. This was sealed. It was $5. It's a closeout, but again, that doesn't really bother me. The next three albums were released on OJC. I'm continuing my quest to collect as many of these pressings as I can. They sound absolutely amazing, and this first one is no exception. This is Alvin Jones, Alvin and Company, released in 1962. Fantastic album, great supporting cast. One of my favorite songs is 4 and 6. Starts out with a great bass figure by Art Davis, some excellent piano playing by Hank Jones, and of course Alvin is leading with his ride cymbal and just pushing the track along. It's just a great song. If you're not familiar, you have to check it out. The bass riff is just amazing. I love it. And then there's You Are Too Beautiful, a Rodgers and Hart song. Beautiful composition as well. Lady Luck, Shadowland. This album is so good. The recording, the songs, the playing. I highly recommend this album. Another classic. This is The Hawk Flies High by Coleman Hawkins. I have this on MoFi as well. I played this one. Sounds great. And this came with this little article that the previous owner kind of clipped from a magazine, Stereo Review actually, and it still has the little postcard from Fantasy Prestige. I paid $20 for this pressing, which is still a great deal. Don't mind the sticker. That wasn't the last one that was put on. All of these are in near mint minus condition. And the third one is by Ernie Henry, Last Chorus. A few of you may not be familiar with this artist. He died at the age of 31 from a heroin overdose. Just a spectacular player. One of these musicians that a lot of his peers probably would agree that if he had lived, he would have been someone really well respected, like a Coltrane or a Miles. Cut his teeth with Kenny Dorham. They used to practice together in Henry's parents' basement. He was on some great seminal recordings. He was on Thelonious's Brilliant Corners. He played on Kenny Dorham's albums. Just a great alto sax player. Just a shame. He does a great interpretation of Autumn Leaves. Let's see, what else? Like Someone in Love, that's an alternative take. This was kind of put together, I believe, shortly after he passed away, and just a great album. I usually don't buy pressings on gray market labels, and by that I mean Dole. I think maybe Jazz Time is another one, but this label, this is called Jazz Images, and this really spotlights the photography of the sessions and of the photographers. Coincidentally, the pressings are dead quiet. The vinyl is flat. These were cut, I'm sure, from a CD, from a digital file. Pressing's not bad. They're not that dynamic, but that's not the reason I bought these. I bought these for the alternative pictures, the covers, and they are quite nice. The first one is Giant Steps by Coltrane. Look at that great photograph. And I love on the back how they highlight the 4 players. And you can tell that this was taken in Van Gelder's studio in New Jersey. Looks it's probably in the living room actually. Just great photography. Some notes here. John Coltrane with Curtis Fuller, partially hidden at the saxophonist's Blue Train session, Van Gelder Studios, Hackensack, New Jersey, September 15th, 1957. Photo by Francis Wolff. Just beautiful. And then they always highlight the photographer as well. So there's a little snippet about Francis on the bottom, which I think is great. Francis, 1907 to 1971, and he shot the majority of those great Blue Note covers. So, you know, great album. You all know the music on Giant Steps. The next one is by Chet Baker, My Funny Valentine. And these photographs were taken by William Claxton, 1927 to 2008. Best known for his dozens of splendid portraits of jazz figures, especially Chet Baker, of whom he took the first professional photos, and Hollywood stars such as Steve McQueen. That is a great iconic shot. One of my favorite jazz photos ever. Just a great picture of Chet. Great album as well. Again, really high quality pressing, high quality vinyl, but the sound is just mediocre. Got this at my local record shop. This is great music if you're having a cocktail party or just relaxing on a Sunday afternoon. Enjoy this a lot more than I thought I would. This is Tijuana Jazz with Gary McFarland and Clark Terry. This is a spectacular sounding album. The music is great. Again, some great photographs. This is a impulse pressing. This is in mono. Beautiful classic label. It's in beautiful condition. And let's see, it's Gary McFarland marimba, Clark Terry, Joe Newman trumpets, Bob Brookmeyer trombone, Grady Tate, Mel Lewis on drums. Just a great lineup. Really recommend this album as well. Great music. And then this is a small pile that I purchased from the flea market today. I actually went to sell, but I kind of made my way around briefly before it quote unquote started. I have this album, but this is pristine in the shrink. The shrink is pretty much perfect, has the hype sticker. One of my favorite albums as a young person, still one of my favorite albums. Parallel Lines by Blondie. Just so cool. So many classics on this album. Hanging on the Telephone, Sunday Girl, One Way or Another, Heart of Glass. I just fell in love with this album the first time I heard it. It's just an album that never gets old for me. And that was $14. The rest of these albums are $5 each. And as many of you know who follow my channel, I love time strips. This is a promo, Willie and the Family Live. Absolutely incredible with that huge time strip. Has the gold stamp on the back. Just a beautiful gatefold. Nice gathering in the center. And this is on a beautiful white label. Just filled with classic Willie tracks. Whiskey River, Crazy, Funny How Time Slips Away, Nightlife, love that one. Will the Circle Be Unbroken, Amazing Grace, just so many classics. George on My Mind, A Song for You, just flawless. Can't wait to give this a listen. Picked up this classic as well. So many of the albums I picked up this week are very nostalgic for me. This is Houdini, Back in Black. The Fugitive is on this one. Love that one. Funky Beat, Growing Up. Just classic original era hip hop. Love it. It's on the Jive label. Another one that I used to play to death. This is Dead or Alive, Youthquake, You Spin Me Round, Lover Come Back to Me. I do have my original copy, but it is not in very good condition. This one is in beautiful shape, so I'm going to switch that out. Found this great soundtrack, Death Wish, and this is music by Jimmy Page. This is still in the shrink. Purchased at Target for $1.66. Just in beautiful condition on the Swan Song label. I have not seen this movie probably since it was released. Picked up Pictures at 11 by Robert Plant. Just in beautiful shape. Probably his strongest solo release from the 80s. Let me say that. That's on Swan Song as well. Excellent condition. And the last one is The Best of Percy Sledge. This is on Atlantic. This is a stereo pressing on the maroon and brown label. Looks really clean. There are a couple marks. I think they may be just scuffs, but I will have to give this a spin. Classic Percy, When a Man Loves a Woman, Take Time to Know Her, The Dark End of the Street, love that song. Baby Help Me, Bobby Womack composition, great stuff on this one. All right, that's all I have. Thanks again for tuning in. Stay safe.